Hi, I'm Nydia Darby of the Open Hand Institute and Nydia's Yoga Therapy Studio in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome. Today we're going to be working through Beryl Birch's present power practice. At least my therapeutic interpretation of this practice. So I want to let you know that for this practice, we could benefit from having a few things at hand. So if you will, make sure that you have a strap because we could use this. It kind of helps to lengthen the arms. Maybe some large, these are super blocks. A rolled up blanket could be beneficial, and maybe some smaller blocks. I'm just going to ask you to have them nearby because you might benefit from using them, or they might just be wonderful decorations like they are here. So anyway, thank you for being here, and let's get started. So we begin in Tadasana with the weight even between both feet. And as you're standing tall, let's begin with our invocation. Hands at heart center. Mouth closed, breathing through the nose. Connect through the feet. Firm through the muscular arches. And lengthen long through the torso. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinday Sandarashiktas Vatma Sukava Bodhe Nishreyase Jangalikayamane Samsara Halahala Moha Shantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shiresham Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om Samastiti Surya Namaskar A. Make them inhale. Dwe exhale. Chuni inhale. Chitwari exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pancha inhale. Shot exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapta inhale. Ashta exhale. Now inhale. Samastiti again. Yekam inhale. Dwe exhale. Treni inhale. Chitwari exhale to Chaturanga Dandasana. Pancha inhale. Shot exhale. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sapta inhale, feet to hands. Ashto exhale, head down. Now inhale, bending mountain, arms overhead. Samastiti. Let's move on to sun salutation B. Here we go. Bend the knees, inhale, fierce posture. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, hands down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step the right leg forward, warrior 1 on the right. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, moving into warrior 1 on the left. Exhale, hands down, step back, slow lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, step the feet towards the hands. Exhale, head down. Inhale, bend the knees, fierce pose. Exhale. Let's do that again. Yegam, inhale. Dway, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chichwari, exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Ansha, inhale. Sha, exhale. Sapta, inhale. Ashto, exhale. Now, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale. Dvadasha. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. Breathe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto the Dasha, look forward. Exhale, head down. Saptadasha, Samastiti. Let's do that sun salutation B one more time, and this time I'm going to show you a variation for those who cannot, maybe they're not ready or are taking a break from doing the chaturangas. Inhale, fierce pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands down, step it back, slow lower. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, down dog. Now from here, stepping the right foot forward, warrior 1. And then instead of doing the chaturanga, we're going to put the hands down and stay chaturanga, dandasana, in the downward dog, while everybody goes into inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. And then when you're ready, left foot can step forward, moving into warrior 1 on the left, inhale, and then exhale, hands down, step the left foot back, hold in down dog while everybody does chaturanga dandasana. And inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. We hold. Now remember that you can also come to quadruped. Breathe 1 while you're waiting. Breathe 2, finding your focus. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. And then when we're ready, inhale, look forward, feet to hands. Exhale, drop the head down. Bend the knees, inhale, fierce posture. And exhale, Samastiti. So, we have some choices, and we just kind of listen to figure out what you want to do. So, breathing. Yegam, inhale. Dway, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chichwari, exhale. Chaturanga. Antra, inhale. Sha, exhale. Sapta, inhale. Warrior 1. Ashto, exhale. Chaturanga. Now, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, left leg forward. Dvadasha, Chaturanga Dandasana. Trayodasha, Chaturdasha. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, onto the sha. Exhale, shodasha. And the knees, Tadasha, and release. Samasthiti. We turn to the long edge of your mat to the right for triangle on the right hand side. Right foot turns out. Inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, right hand to thigh. Hold. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strong through legs. Inhale, push up. Exhale, triangle on the left. Strong through the legs. And breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, push up. Revolve triangle over to the right. Turn the right foot out, left foot turns in. Inhale, bring that left hand onto the mat. You can even use a block here. Turn the hips, firm the thighs. Look over that right shoulder. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down to that right foot. Inhale, push up, turn to revolve triangle on the left side. Take a block over there. Turning, right hand down onto the mat for block. Turn the hips. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Push up. Turn to the long edge of your mat. Come back to top of the mat. Samasthiti. Extended side angle on the right. Get the legs wide. Right foot turns out. Bend. Right arm comes along the outside. Open and reach. Firm to the legs. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strong through legs. Inhale, push up. And exhale, other side. Left knee bends. Left arm to the outside of that thigh. Open the pelvis. Reaching, hold. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, push up. As we move into our revolve side angle, I call this a balancing prayer twist. Balancing, let's balance on the back foot. I'll tell you why later on. Bending into that right knee, turn the hips first, breathe. Firm the left buttock, reach the left arm. Looking over that right shoulder, hold, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking to that left hand, turn, pivot all the way to the other side for our revolve side angle variation. I call balancing prayer twist variation here. Hold, bend into that left knee, reach. Turn, and then look over the left shoulder, breathe. 1. Firm the right buttock, breathe. 2. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 4. Breathe. 5. Inhale, back to the long edge of your mat and come to the top of the mat. Samasthiti. Turn to that right side for extended leg stretch. C position. So inhale, take the arms out, and exhale. See if you can clasp the hands behind you. Open the front side body. Squeeze between the shoulder blades and hold. I'll show you. Squeeze between the shoulder blades with long and hold, breathe. And for your variation, you do not have to bend forward, but you can stay right here working on the upper body. Breathe. 1. Push the legs into the mat as if you're separating them. Breathe. 2. Breathe. 3, because this is a valuable thing to do. Breathe. 4. And breathe. 5. I'll turn around. Inhale, reach the arms out. Now let's do a forward bend. Exhale, hands to thighs, hands to shin, hands to a block. Find the place where you can lengthen the spine, hold, maybe hold on to those toes, or hands on blocks. Breathe 1, draw the shoulders to pelvis. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Inhale, come to tabletop, and exhale, hands to waist. Hold. Inhale, push all the way up, and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms out, come back to the top of the mat. Samastitihi. Intense side stretch to the right. This is where I'll recommend the use of some blocks or a chair. So we're going to turn to the right and take some blocks or a chair and place your hands on that block for support. Not everybody needs this, but what we want to do is be strong through the legs, lengthen the spine, and cascade over and hold. And some of you can hold and touch the mat. That's great. Breathe 1, but feel the strength through the legs. Breathe 2. Here's a variation in case you were struggling. Breathe 3. Hands don't have to be on behind your back. Breathe 4. Let's begin by getting really strong and feeling confident. Breathe 5. So once you reiterate, hands can be on those blocks, and you just shift the hips and go to the edge of your stretch. Now we're going to inhale, push up, and exhale, turn, and go to the other side. So inhale, exhale, hands on blocks, hands on mat. Inhale, extend, and then drop down. Breathe 1, 2, 3. Really get solid. 4, in your balance. It's a lot of hip mobility action to do in order to prepare for this particular posture. And 5. Strong through the legs. Inhale, push up. And exhale, turn, and move my block. And then come to the top of the mat. So as we come into this position, now we work on our standing knee to chest. We're going to start, eyes gazing at a point that's not moving. Breathe. Holding, tippy toe, right foot. Now be strong to the left thigh. Breathe. Hug that right knee, and here's a variation. Breathe 1, 2. Be strong to that left thigh. 3, 4. Engage the left butt up. 5. Take that right thigh out to the side. Breathe. You can stay keeping your drishti forward or look over the left shoulder. Breathe 1. Strong. 2, 3. Falling over is optional. 4, 5. Let's bring that right knee back. Bow into that knee and then release. Other side. So this balance is very dependent upon the stability of that supported leg. So here we go. Anchor through. Follow the foot and the heel of that right thigh. Engage the thigh, the glute. Hug the left knee in. Breathe 1. Focus. 2, 3, 4, 5. Be positioned. We take that leg out to the side. Breathe 1, 2, 3. You can still look forward or look over. 4. You decide. 5. Inhale. Bring that left thigh back. Bow into that left knee. And then release. We're going to hold. Breathe. As you're in this position. And now we're going to move into our modified half-bound lotus. So this is, I call it variations of these practices. So as you're standing tall, once again, in order to have success here, that supported leg has got to be grounded down. So when we have our week, you will notice that the weekend that we will talk about that foundation. So grounding down through that left foot, relax the toes. I have a variation for you. Some of you who know half-bound lotus and you're standing, good for you. We're going to cross that right ankle over the left and we're going to hold here, breathe. This is a variation here. This is one option. Pull that right shin, ankle into your left shin. Some of you will cross a little bit higher, holding. Others will take and hold, or holding. I like to dorsiflex, hold, breathe 1. So you decide. Breathe 2, where you are. Breathe 3, try to get a spine that's long. 4 and 5. So wherever you were, here, here, or here, and release. we get to do it on the other side. So I want to face the camera so that you can see this. So hands at heart center, crossing that left ankle over. Firm the right thigh, engage through that foot. Dorsiflex, you can stay right here, breathe. Or take it to here, breathe. Or take it to, I'm going to grab the bottom of that left foot and hold, body tall, breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. These are all preparatory practices. Some of us might even be here, hold, or dorsiflexing, hold. So figure out what works for you. This posture should never bother your medial knee joint, and if it does, use one of the variations that feel best. And release. Nice. Okay, let's inhale. Moving into our fierce pose. So bend the knees, hold, breathe. 1. Strong through the legs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Let's do a vinyasa. Inhale, look forward. Hands down, step it back to chaturanga. Remember, you could choose, inhale up dog, to just stand in attention position. Exhale, down dog. From this position, we're going to step forward with the right foot and move into warrior 1 on the right. Focus, breathe 1. Strong through the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pivot to the left, moving to warrior 1 on the left side. Make sure the feet are anchoring. Firm the right buttock. Breathe 1. 2, 3, focus. 4, lift through the muscular arch. 5, inhale, moving to warrior 2. On the left, we pivot. Bend that left knee, reach the arms out, hold. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warrior 2 on the right. We turn, looking over that middle finger of that right hand. Strong through the legs. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. We can transition down. Hands come down. Step it back. You can stay in the downward dog if you choose. Breathe. Or you could do your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward. Walk the feet. Coming into Dandasana. Our sitting at attention. Stick pose. Breathe 1. 2, from the thighs. 3, 4, 5. This is a great place to reach for our strap, where, if you will, take your strap for our intense west stretch around the ball of the feet. Open the front side body. Engage the thighs. Breathe 1. You can go as far as your body will create. Breathe 2. A nice lengthened torso. Breathe 3. So each of us are different. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Now we're going to stay in position. Those who are moving through their vinyasa. And then we prepare for our intense east stretch. Bring the hands back behind us. This is a variation to prepare you for intense east stretch. We're going to anchor through the hands, lift the chest, bend the knees, anchor through the feet, hold. You can stay right here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe, press through the arms, firm the buttocks, and those of you will stay here, or lift the hips, lead with the chest. Breathe 1, breathe 2, breathe 3, breathe 4, breathe 5. Slow, lower. Now, that is a variation, but it doesn't always mean that it's easy. Welcome to my world. You can also decide to just bring the hands back and hold and breathe for your intense east stretch. Breathe. And now let's move into Holding for our half-bound lotus. Intense west stretch. So here we're going to take a variation. Bend the right knee, take the right ankle over that left shin, and hold. Some of you can come a little higher. Don't worry, we're going to dorsiflex that ankle. Hold here. You can use your hands, spine long. You can bring your arms here, or those of you who know this posture can reach. Here's a variation. Hold, breathe 1. Gentle bend through the elbow. Breathe 2. Focus. Pressing that right thigh out. Breathe 3. Great preparation. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. I'm even engaging the left quadricep. Inhale and exhale. Let's release. Right leg comes out, bending the left knee. We dorsiflex on purpose to give space to that knee joint. Spine long. You could stay right here. You could take the strap around. Breathe 1. Very important. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Of course, a person can come forward somewhat. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. But in this position, until we have our complete half lotus and our complete bind, we really shouldn't be working on forward bending until we have that whole range of motion in honor of the knee joint. So just think about that. Don't be in any rush. Take your time. Breathing. Hold as a vinyasa can happen. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do a transitional movement so that we can move into our variation. We're going to do a variation. Hero's pose, we're going to do actually Thunderbolt, which is Vajrasana instead of Virasana. So come onto your hands and knees. And from this position, plantar flex, point the toes back, we're going to think about sitting back on those heels, hands on thighs, press, spine long, breathe 1. So notice that I do not have my bottom between my ankles. Breathe 2, breathe 3, breathe 4, breathe 5. Those of us who have history of knee issues, we could take a blanket. We got to act quick because if you're in a class, got to get that blanket, get back in there, and just hold, and that'll give you a little more space. Breathe. So, things to think about, having your stuff at the ready. Hold, breathe. All right. Inhale and exhale. Now, let's transition to seated head to knee pose. Spine long, we're going to bend the right knee and externally rotate that right hip. Lengthen the torso. Here's another great place where we could take our strap around the ball of that left foot. Hold and bend forward or hold on to that foot. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Switch sides, bending that left knee, holding, spine long, take your strap around the ball of that right foot, firm the thighs, press the left thigh out, and bend forward. Breathe 1, don't worry. Breathe 2, let's make a muscle with that right thigh. Breathe 3, lift the toes. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Inhale, look up. And exhale. This is a place. Now, if you choose, someone's doing vinyasa, and you can then work on, cross the ankles a little bit, and press as if you were going to push yourself up. Breathe. And then release. That's a great practice to work on that, because you've seen some of your peers might be jumping back and doing all sorts of things. So just press, breathe, and then release. Now we move into Marichasana A. This is a variation of Marichasana A that I'll share with you. Bend the right knee. We're going to move that right hip back. It's a perfect time for a strap. We're going to take that strap around the ball of that left foot. And from here, getting it ready, we're going to reach the right arm way forward. Now, take notice, this thigh wants to do this. Keep it in line. Reach. If you can reach for your straps, spine long, or reach for that foot, we're going to lengthen the torso and cascade over and hold. Breathe 1. We're working on getting the range of motion. Breathe 2. So this arm can cross over in front of that shin. Breathe 3. without obstruction. Breathe 4, and then once you can do that, then all the other stuff can come. Breathe 5, but it takes a while. You need the mobility in your spine. Inhale, look up, and exhale, release. Let's try the other side. Breathing. Bend the left knee. I like to lift that torso up a little bit. Hold. We're going to reach the left arm up and reach forward. So there's a moment of extension. Very important. Take the strap around the ball of that left foot. If you choose, you can stay right here working on your extension and anchoring that left foot down. Breathe. Or you could bend forward. Watch that left thigh. Breathe 1. It likes to sneak out to the side. Breathe 2. Go as far as it feels right. Breathe 3. We are working on creating space. Breathe 4. And breathe 5, especially if this posture is new to you. Inhale, look up. There's no rush. Exhale, release. Now let's move into Marichyasana C. We're going to bend the right knee. And we're going to invite that right hip posterior. We're going to invite it back. So about a hand distance between that foot. Reach that left arm around, lengthen, extend the spine, turn the torso first, then the chest, and then the head. Breathe 1. You can hold right here. Breathe 2. Very important. Breathe 3. To always extend the spine. Breathe 4 before you rotate. Breathe 5. It gives you space in the facet joint so that it reduces the potential for what we call compression. We don't want any of that. Breathe. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right leg comes out. Breathe. Let's do that on the other side. Marichyasana C variation on the left. We bend the left knee, breathe, and we invite the left hip back. So my hips are actually somewhat they're not level here. The left hip is moving back. That's on purpose. It starts a very gentle rotation. So the body's positioned. Reach the right arm around, breathe, left arm back. The pelvis begins the positioning so that there is less rotation at the lumbar. The lumbar spine wasn't designed to rotate. It only has a little bit of movement there. So lengthen, extend, turn the belly to the left, breathe, then the chest, and then the head. Breathe 1, firm the thighs. Breathe 2, energize through that right foot. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Release. You can hold right here. Hold, breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. It's good practice. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Let's move into a boat pose. So bend the knees. Here's a great place where you can hold on to your shins. We have so many variations here. Everyone's going to be different. We need to work on that core stability, but also don't forget about extension. So we're going to hold on to the shins, open the chest, and hold. Retract the head, breathe. 1. So you can stay right here, breathe, engage your abdominals, or release, breathe 2. This is another variation. Breathe 3, you can take one leg up. Breathe 4, or the other. Breathe 5, or shifting back. So we have so many options. The only thing that you have to do is breathe through it. So keep the breath, and if you are struggling, hands behind your thighs, take the legs out. We really want to encourage, see if you can get the extension going, breathe. And then all of the other stuff eventually will work. Take your time. There's no rush, but do know the breath is going to tell you if you're doing too much. That's not going to cut it. So keep breathing, focus. Attention on rhythmic, steady breath, and then release. Now, let's move into our bound angle posture. So we're going to sit tall. This is another place where if you're really struggling and you don't have enough extension yet, we're working on it, and you find yourself coming into bound angle, here is a great place to find a blanket or a small block. Come up, bring the feet together. Yes, I know when you're in a lead class, it takes a while for you to get your things if the pace is fast, but each of us should be working on our home practice. So that means you got plenty of time. When you do this as homework, you get better and more mobile, and over time, here we go, bound angle. Spine long, breathe, and then drop our body forward, breathe 1. We decide how far. Hands can come forward. 2, thighs pressing out. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. And exhale now. As we move into seated angle A, it's a little bit interesting to have the blanket behind us, but it could work. Just be mindful. I'm going to come off of it. We can talk about that during our weekend practice. So take the legs wide, hold, and if possible, you're holding steady. You can be long and strong through the spine, hold on to the toes or hands on the mat. As a variation, firm the thighs. Breathe 1. You decide how far. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Can you engage the thighs? Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale now. Make the transition to be more supportive to your spine. We're going to bend the knees. See if you can grab those toes. Lengthen the spine, and if it honors you, you can be here in a variation. Hold, seated angle B. You can stay right here, breathe, or if it works, breathe 1. Breathe 2. Don't be in a rush. Breathe 3. If the heels are down and you're practicing, breathe 4, or you're holding onto the knees, breathe 5. This is a great place to work on your spinal extension. You need muscular endurance for that, so it's important. Breathe. So now, when you get ready, woo, some are going to move into our reclined angle. So if you are really good, anything behind me? You're holding on, breathe, and you're here, and then you can roll all the way over and put the legs all the way over here. You know, we've got the work. We're going to do our variation. Lie on your back, hold, breathe 1, hold, breathe 2, breathe 3. This is a variation which is supportive. Breathe 4, through the spine, breathe 5. And now if you get ready to roll up into sitting, you have some choices. You can hold on to those toes, or you can bend the knees and just roll yourself up. Whoop, here we go, I'm going to try. Woo, yeah. Here's the thing. This is one of the only places that I'll say hyperextend your knees, pretty much, because it really hurts if you bang those heels on the mat, on a hardwood floor. So here we go. We landed. Woo, inhale and exhale. So now we're going to, let's take a moment, cross the ankles. You could do how would we do a variation of a vinyasa? Well, if you're able to cross the ankles and come up and over, which is interesting, it's not always easy. You can do that, and you can do a down dog and hold, breathe. That's a variation there. And then come to the next posture. Or if you're in position and you're like, ooh, I can't cross my ankles and go over, then just turn the legs to the side. You could do your down dog or your vinyasa, hold, breathe 1. And I love the down dog as a variation. And or just come onto the hands and knees. Breathe. Now we're getting ready. As you inhale and exhale, we're going to come to lying down for our reclined hand to big toe position. Put the body down. Inhale. And this is where we can really benefit from using a strap. So take that right foot around, the strap around the right ball of the foot. Hold. We're going to take, holding on to that, both straps with one hand, left hand on the thigh. Lift, hold, breathe 1. Engage your left buttock. Breathe 2. Engage your quadriceps. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And 5. Slowly lower your head and shoulders and be positioned. Take that right leg out to the side. Look over that left shoulder. Firm your buttocks and your thighs. Breathe 1. Press the heels away. 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. Lift up again. And then release. Other side. Take the strap around the ball of that left foot. Firm, hold on, and right hand to thigh, firm the buttocks, and lift, hold, breathe 1. Breathe 2, looking at that right toe, breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5, slow lower. Take that left thigh out to the left side, look over that right shoulder. Make certain your hips are level. Breathe 1, and firm both buttocks. Breathe 2, the gluteals. Breathe 3. Energy through the heels. Breathe 4, firming the thighs. Breathe 5, inhale, come back. Lift up again, exhale. slowly release. Nice. If you choose, you can do a vinyasa. I'm going directly into the bridge posture. So let's bend the knees. Our bridge is a therapeutic bridge that I'll present to you. So feet parallel, hip distance apart, wide fingers and palms. Press the head firmly into the mat, shoulders back and down. Press the arms firmly into the mat. Press and lift the hips. Use the arms, shimmy the shoulders to the pelvis. Breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Slowly lower your body down as you inhale and exhale. Always good stuff to let the hips come down. Breathe. This is a nice time to actually do some form of a variation because we've got to get on our stomach or a vinyasa. So what we're going to do now is you have a choice. You can roll up, woo, figure out how to come around. Maybe do a down dog. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to look forward, inhale, bend the knees, and we're going to transition on to prone positioning, which is on our stomach. So slow lower. I like to put my knees down and release down. Locust A. On our abdomen, take the arms. Stretch the legs, firm the thighs, squeeze between the shoulder blades, lift the torso, lift the thighs, breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. You can stay right there, move into locust B, squeeze between the shoulder blades, lengthen, breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. The shoulder blades, breathe 4, are moving to midline. Not so much the elbows are following. Breathe 5. And then releasing. From this position, resting for a few breaths. As we prepare for this is a preparatory position, or I call a variation for half frog posture. So we're going to come up onto your elbows. And get the elbows close to the body. Now from here, I'm going to ask you to go ahead. This is a preparation that incorporates one of my signature postures, which I call our preparation for bow pose. But before we go there, we'll start here. So we're going to bend the right knee. Firm, try to get that heel towards the buttock. Bend the left knee. Firm, try to get that left heel towards the buttock. We're going to stay right here, extending the spine. Some of us are going to stay here and breathe, because you might feel some sensation at the low back. If this feels okay and it's honorable, we're going to take the left hand and draw, pivot on the left elbow, the left hand to where the right forearm is. Open the chest. We're going to slide that right hand to the mat. We're going to press. I'm bending my knees. I'm going to turn, pressing through the left hand, the left elbow, and press through the right hand. I'm going to look over that right shoulder. Hold, breathe 1. Breathe 2. This is a variation. Breathe 3. Nydia's Yoga Therapy. Breathe 4 in the Open Hand Institute, where we're working on getting ourselves ready for the stuff where we're holding on back here, which can take a little while. And then release. Don't release the knees though. Bend them. Feel the hamstrings work. Back, right hand comes to the left elbow, extend, bend, look over, left hand on the mat next to my pelvis, breathe 1, or ribs, breathe 2, shoulders back and down, breathe 3, breathe 4, and 5, and then release. Let's take a moment, release those thighs. Woo. Muscles can get really tired doing that, breathe. And when muscles get tired, they usually cramp. Breathe. So don't be alarmed, just move gently out of the position, breathe. Then repeat the offensive activity, because eventually the muscles will get stronger and then we won't cramp anymore. Let's go do our, this is our preparation for bow pose. So it involves, yes, bending the knees, hold, breathe. It involves, from this position, drawing the arms back alongside our body, breathe. It involves squeezing between the shoulder blades like locust A, but now we're going to lift. We're going to reach the arms. I'm not going to ask you to hold on to the ankles. We're going to bend the knees, Lifting the thighs if we can, lifting the torso, breathe 2, preparation. Use the muscles, breathe 3, turn them on. This is fairly easy once you got it, but here, breathe 4, breathe 5, and then release. Welcome to my world. This is how we get the body prepared for other things. And it's not just about asana, but it's about how you can function in your life. Whew. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. So now, place the hands on the mat. The knees can be down to help to lift your torso. That's just beautiful. Let's do a down dog. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Breathe. And when you're ready, inhale, look forward. Put the knees down. Hands onto the thighs. Breathe. Draw the shoulders back. We're going to move into a variation of camel's posture. Please press the top of the feet firmly into the mat. Engage the buttocks. Bring the hands back behind the hamstring. Breathe. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Retract. Engage. Press the pelvis and lengthen. So in this position, we're going to lengthen the torso. Keep the head, flexors of the neck working. Breathe 1. Retract the shoulder blades. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Yeah, some will do more. That's fine. Breathe 4. Letting the head just drop. Oh, that's just, work on strengthening through the neck. Lengthening through the spine. And when you're ready, releasing. Find a position. You might just rest, or you might choose to do a downward dog. Stretch it out a little bit. Breathe. Hold. Breathe. Now we look forward, and I'm going to introduce, let me come down, a variation for crane pose. This is a kind of a favorite of mine. And it does involve, let's see, curl the toes under. It does involve coming to standing, so I might come out of frame. We're going to get wide in the legs. We're going to drop down. We're going to hold right here. And as we're in position now, here's our variation. I'm going to ask you for crane pose. And there's a difference. Crow pose is something completely different. Well, kind of similar, but it's different in where the knees and feet and stuff are. So here's Nydia's variation of crane pose, preparation for crane. Wide fingers and palms, push, thumbs and fingers wide. Push the floor away. You're gonna extend the spine, draw the shoulders down, and push the floor away. So I'm pushing as if I'm gonna push myself back. Open the chest, hold. Some of you, this is enough. Breathe. You're gonna push and breathe, and you're gonna notice, whoa, my legs are getting tired. Some of you, as you open the chest, this isn't just the neck. This is the spinal extension from the center of your chest. We roll up onto the ball of feet, and we push. We can hold right there. Breathe. For some of us, that's enough. For others, we're going to draw those knees up into the armpits. And anchor. Once again, extend, push the floor away, breathe. You might stay right here. Over time, we roll up, we tippy toe, maybe up, and we hold. Breathe 1, 2, 3, strong arms, 4, strong hands, 5, and notice that my hands anchored all the way down that foundation. Let's step back, down dog. Breathe. So your down dog is getting you ready for crane. You've got to have that nice, solid foundation through the hands. Ball of the hand and heel of the hand. All right. There we go. I'm going to move into another seated position. So from here, we have a variation, my variation of Bharadvajasana. I can't ever pronounce that, but it's that one. So I'm going to demonstrate. In this position, which is fairly difficult, we'll bring both legs over to the left. And we're going to decide whether that feels good. We could stay right here. Let me show you. We could stay right here and hold and breathe. If it feels okay, I'm going to take my right leg, come down, and bring my left leg over and hold. Because for this particular posture, we get up, we reach around and here, right? But many of us aren't ready for that, so we can stay down, lengthen, squeeze the thighs, take that left arm, turn, and this arm is just reaching back as far as it can, and then we look over. Breathe 1, squeeze 2, breathe 3, breathe 4, and 5. Now, and release. If we do the other side, I just change legs. We do have another option, and that is using supportive blocks. So let's say that I get a block underneath my hips. That can help when there's a restriction in this leg here. I've elevated my body. This left leg can come to here, hold. If that feels okay, I can test it. How does it feel right here? This block is supporting my right knee that may have had challenges. Some of you who know this will go all the way here. You know, okay, here we go, and rotate. But maybe this ankle just wants to stay down. I lengthen my torso, reach that right arm around, turn and look over that left shoulder, hold, breathe 1. So breathe 2. So figure out, breathe 3, breathe 4. We might be here, or I'm bringing that block. We might have been here, spine long. I'll show you side profile. Spine long, rotation, looking over. There's no rush for these. Take your time and really give your body the benefit of breath. Okay, here we go. From here, we're going to do, let's do a vinyasa, or I'm going to move into the down dog. Step back. Inhale and exhale. And now stepping my right foot forward, bending the left knee. Hold, engage the left glute. Breathe, left arm over right, hold. Our variation of horse posture, breathe 1. Breathe 2. Many people ask the question, should I do plantar flex or dorsiflex? Breathe 3. The dorsiflexion for me acts like a rudder. Breathe 4. It helps me get balance. Breathe 5. If I want to do the other one, I release. Step that right leg back, down dog. Oh, breathe. And then the left foot comes forward, right knee down. Engage that right glute. Lengthen the torso, breathe. Right arm over left. Shoulders pull down, breathe 1. Firm the thighs, breathe 2. Yeah, now I'm plantar flex, breathe 3, but you have the choice. Breathe 4, find the position that honors you. Breathe 5. Inhale and exhale. Release. I'm going to move, step that left foot back. Down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come into sitting for cow face posture. Now here, this is an interesting one. We have variations. So sitting down, I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. And that might be enough, you know, maybe I can just come to here. This is fine. Level through the pelvis, lengthen the torso. But as over time, if you can't, in order to get the arms working in this one, you've got to be really stable here. So if you're not able to cross over here, and eventually, here for cow face, we got one knee above the other, right? And we're just kind of holding here. We can hold, breathe 1, 2. If that's really difficult, if there's a restriction, 3, and this isn't working yet, then you've got work to do on this before you start doing the other stuff. Let me show you what you can do. Let's say that you're having difficulty. See about putting a block under your bottom. That elevates you and gives you a little space to bring that left thigh in, bring that right thigh in, and now, hopefully, you're feeling really secure on that block. And with that block really secure, you might stay here, starting, breathe. And then when it's time, we'll take our strap, right? You can take the left arm up, take the right arm, hold and breathe. Your foundation, breathe 1, is really steady in your pelvis. Breathe 2. This is enough. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Because from here, we might then eventually turn it around and do this stuff. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to turn my body around. So decide, breathe, release, come out. Using the block is like heaven. All right, so now I'm going to turn my back to you. That was it. Left was underneath. So I'm going to turn my back to you. Show you how I use my block. I sit on the block. Now my right leg is going to come under. So if I was doing this without the block, I'm going to cross my legs, try to get position. And you'll notice if you cross the leg and your hip's not anchored, this isn't going to work. So uncross the leg, come to here, but then here you've got to balance. Here's our friend, the block. You sit it underneath me. Now I can take my right thigh over, my left Right leg comes underneath well, left goes over, and I can stretch spine long, breathe. From here, the right arm might come up. I'm testing, bending, drawing my elbow up, and my left arm can help because I'm trying to stretch, breathe. Now from here, once this gets pretty good, oh, hey, horse tail, I can use, hey, maybe I can use that. Well, if your hair is long enough, you might be able to use that. Ignore the long-haired woman. Take your strap, bring it down. Left arm reaches out. Thumb goes down as we rotate through the shoulder girdle. Then as you stretch, we bend and we try to go and reach for that strap. We squeeze between the shoulder blades and we work on this. You can either work on this range of motion by pulling up, or you can work on the range of motion coming down here by pulling down, or you could just find your position. Eventually, yeah, there they are. Fingers might hold. Breathe two, but guess what? Breathe three, release. Takes a while. Breathe four. And these are postures that you do not want to mess around with. You want to really take your time and kind of work on that. So during our weekend together, we can look at those in particular and you can find your variation. Whew. Okay, cow-face posture. Let's go ahead and move into another bridge. And lying down, feet parallel, wide fingers and palms. The upper quadrant, the upper body is really important here. So push the head into the mat, press the arms into the mat, press the feet into the mat. Firm the buttocks. Now, this is a therapeutic approach, so that's why it's a little different. We're pressing the arms, we're pressing the feet, we're firming the buttocks. We're trying to open up the front side body. Breathe three, breathe four, breathe five. There are many different ways to do a bridge. This is the Open Hand Institute and Nydia's Yoga Therapy way to do the bridge. So it's just different. It's not better, it's just different. All right, here we go. Wow, that felt pretty good. Now let's continue on and let's move into our lying down, knees to chest. Hold, breathe one. Breathe two. Breathe three. Breathe four. And breathe five. And so from our position now, we're going to go ahead and let the legs go out. Reclining mountain, Supta Samasthiti, or Supta Tadasana. Once again, I like to firm the thighs, the buttocks, the arms press, the heels press. Breathe one. Breathe two. Breathe three. Breathe four. Breathe five. Excellent. Once we do that work, as we are preparing for now the closing postures. And this is important. You want to enjoy the practice, move through what you can. We begin with the sun salutations and then we go into closing before our finishing. So from here we move into our variation of shoulder stand. Oh boy, big controversy there. Find what's honorable for you. More important, eyes, head and neck stay neutral. Do not turn your head or your eyes unless you have been training for that for many years. Okay, so just kind of stay steady. If the legs decide, you can come up here. We can do a variation, which is supported legs up the wall with a blanket. You can stay right here. This is a great preparation. Breathe. You can take the legs up and hold and breathe. Because there's no rush for our shoulder stand. You know, the questions arise about, should I have something underneath my shoulders? Should I have something? Right now, if you're not sure, or if you get a little anxious when you're trying that shoulder stand, then stay right here, breathe. This is enough. And once you try this, you can say, well, what would happen if my legs start to go over? Ooh, and you can kind of feel that stretch. Breathe. This is a nice segue into our plow pose. Breathe. And see, we have to prepare the shoulders and everything. When we start lifting up, and we've got a lot of work to do through the neck and the shoulder girdle. So this is enough. You can hold here. You can even do a press right here, breathe. And if it's still feeling pretty good, and you're like, well, I'm kind of here. Sometimes we use the hands, and I'm going to keep my eyes center, and I bend my knees a little bit. That gives me a little bit of freedom. Shimmying my shoulders away, and then I kind of hold here. Maybe the legs want to go over. I've done this before. Breathe. I can keep my hands. I'm going to shimmy my shoulders and try to hold, breathe. 2. Once again, there's no rush for this. And then when you're ready, we bend the knees, our Karnapidasana, or knees to ear pose, breathe. When we get ready to come down, keep breathing. Then I'm going to move my blanket. Move blanket. Then it's important. I will encourage everyone to let your head and your shoulders come off the mat with you, so that do not think that you have to leave your head down. Let your head and your shoulders roll up with you. Breathe. I like to cross the ankles as I move into a variation of fish posture. Now let me show you. Move this. Crossing my ankles, externally rotating through the thighs, engage the glutes. I put my elbows down, put my hands on my buttocks, open the chest, and breathe. 1. This is a variation. Breathe 2, opening, and you have to be strong through the neck. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. So I'm not just dropping back, and I'm opening. Strength. Breathe 5. From here, we can move into our Utthana Padasana, where our legs are extended. So here, you have choices. Moving from fish posture then to our extended leg posture. Sometimes we'll stay here, here, here. That's 1. Or back of the head is on the mat. Make certain that you know this posture before you go here. But here's a cool thing. Bend the knees, hold spine down, head and neck in neutral. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is variation. Breathe 1. Where my whole torso is down. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Or bend. Breathe 4 as I develop my strength. Breathe 5. Bend the knees. Bring the feet down onto the mat. Ah, wonderful. Whew. Now we're going to roll over. And as we roll over, one of the things I love to do is actually roll. So you ready? Here's a variation. If you like rolling, I'm going to throw this in. This isn't part of the present power sequence, but I love to roll. I just love to. Oh, it's so good for the spine. You can look on my YouTube. I have a preparation for rolling video on there. Anyway, rolling up, and I'm going to turn over and come onto forearm plank position. This is a variation of forearm plank. So draw the elbows pretty close to your ribs. Wrap the hands around. And if you notice, when I do this, my forearms are really close, right underneath my breast. Real close. The index and the thumb, this web space is right up into those arms. And so when I'm in position, this is important right now as my shoulders are beyond my elbows. That's on purpose. Check it out. Once I finish this, you'll know why. Now I'm going to draw my shoulders down to the pelvis. I'm going to curl the toes under, preparation, because I'm keeping my thighs down for this. Draw the belly in. I'm going to push my back of my ribs to the ceiling, lace my fingers, push the pinkies into the mat, draw the back of the head to the ceiling, and look down to my fingers. Breathe. I begin to peel. My thighs are on the mat. My belly button off the mat. Breathe. My pelvis off the mat if I can still breathe. Holding, holding, breathe. I'm checking to make sure I don't have a death grip with my fingers. Breathe. I can stay right here, or if it feels good, play around with right knee straightening, putting it down, left knee straightening, straightening both legs. Hold, breathe 1. Now, it takes a while. Breathe 2. There's a lot of us that will sink. Breathe 3. That's not cool. Breathe 4. And if you're still sinking, put the knees down. Breathe 5. Breathe 6. And don't be in a hurry. Breathe 7. Check those fingers. 8. Breathe 9. Breathe 10. Whoa, releasing. This can get you really strong, but if you're not paying attention, it can cause some challenges. So notice how my shoulders were above my elbows. What happened when I get into position, as I move back, you see how my shoulders get somewhat above my elbows. That's important. So if my arms were already here, and I do this, I'm in a position that I should be training for that. Doesn't mean you can't ever do it, but it is more challenging to the shoulder joint. Could kind of get us in trouble if we're not really fully paying attention. So, and we're trained for it. So, all right, that was our forearm plank. Woo! Let's do a vinyasa. Boy, we haven't done any of those. Inhale, up dog. Roll the toes under. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Woo! And now we get ready for our finishing And we move into, here we go. If you're a person who does lotus, hallelujah, wonderful for you. Don't be in a rush for lotus. So I'm going to just work into our Sukhasana, or easy sitting, where my left heel comes in. And once again, if you can work the spine, sit on a blanket, and it really helps. The pelvis is being tilted forward, and it helps you to be elongated because we want space right here. So now as I hold into my lotus with a forward bend, I can reach the arms out, and I can hug, then hold the arms behind me if I want to, or I can just come forward and drop and breathe. 1, breathe 2, breathe 3, breathe 4, breathe 5. As I inhale and exhale, come up. I can take my fingers, 4 fingers and thumbs into Yana Mudra, hold, looking over the tip of my nose, breathe 1, chin 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our lifted lotus. Well, you know, I can place my hands down, but if you feel that your arms aren't long enough, then this is a great place to put some blocks right next to you. And you can work on the blocks and then just get yourself ready. Shoulders back and down, and press and lift. Hold, breathe 1, breathe 2, breathe 3, breathe 4, breathe 5. And then release. Why not? Especially when you're doing this as your home practice in preparation for your 300-hour certificate with the Heart and the Soft Yoga Institute. You know, practice is very important, as our teacher Beryl tells us a lot about. All right, enough of me talking. We did our lifted lotus. These variations for your use, you know, just kind of think about it. I'm really looking forward to our practice that we will be doing together for the weekend. And that preparation here, this will get you guys ready for me a little bit. All right, now it's time for you can do a vinyasa if you choose, or just come down into your Shavasana. Let your body rest down, and if it's chilly and wherever you are, then cover your body. Find a position of comfort. Letting go of Ujjayi breath. Yes, I didn't cue you at all for Ujjayi. There was so much going on. But throughout your practice, you're to use a nice, steady, rhythmic breathing. And at this time, when we're done, it's time to let go of that gentle hugging of the throat. To allow the entire body to let go, to release all muscular effort. Those of us who have been using Ujjayi, the very strong breath, this habitual pattern or practice can get really hard to let go of. And you'll hear it in your students, you'll hear it in your peers. And we're focusing our attention, but we're really not paying attention. We're not really present. We have not let go of every part. For the next few minutes, allow your body to drop. Just breathe. 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 Stretching your arms and legs, reach away from center and gently bend your knees. Slowly roll onto your side, breathing, aware of your body and your breath. Gradually come into the seated posture. We close with one long, strong Om, mindful, aware, connected. Inhale. Inhale, reach the arms skyward, gently place the palms together, move them past the mind's eye, collecting an intention that's honorable to you and to all sentient beings, planted like a seed into your heart center. Blessings to each of you. Thank you for allowing me to move along and to guide you in this variation, therapeutic variations of the present power practice, as given to us by our teacher, Beryl Birch of the Hard and the Soft Yoga Institute. Namaste. Be well, everybody.